Here he comes. The moment that like, there's a handful of moments that I wish somebody had a video camera on us.
Oh, man.
Because you and I, like, just shot sideways, like, just those chairs. I just remember we were like just scattered, and that kid just grabbed him and just
used him as a human shield.
A child. One of the wrestlers' children.
Yes.
By the way, I'm like, and still to this day swears up now he didn't do that. I'm like, well, why did you do it, man? I'm like, oh my God.
Instead of grabbing the kid and running away like, you know, a normal person would do, no, you threw the kid on the guy's lap that was getting tackled by the 6'6" wrestler.
That has been how many years, and I can still picture the chocolate rocket flying with that look on his face.
Like, move.
Like, I would bring that guy up to WWE just for the happiness of that moment.
And the funny thing is that isn't the first time we've been told to move by one of the wrestlers, because we went to Destination, whatever the heck it was, and it was Rhino versus Abyss, and we're all like, hey, they're coming up here, and Rhino just looks up at us and goes, move.
You don't sit here anymore.
You are absolutely right.
I tried to explain that, like, to my roommate. I was like, you know, because she wasn't around for ECW because she was like 5. But I'm
God
like,
dang, you made me feel old right there. Jeez.
I'm 10 years older than you. But
yeah,
but
like, you look better than I do.
Oh, there's that. But like, I'm trying to, because you know, watch old ECW stuff, and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my,
like,
exactly.
On the back of the ticket, remember it said, like,
oh my God.
Like, we don't, you know, like if something hit you shit out of luck, you know, if you go to, this is ECW, calm the hell down. Like, you know, there was like, you don't get to bitch about anything. And I just remember, like, you didn't buy souvenirs at ECW because of that. Because you see them coming, you sit in the folding chairs, here they come. You don't sit in that chair anymore. Like, it's gone away. Which is why I really want to go to a Lucha Underground taping so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's the same thing. I mean, it's just, you watch them come flying out there, and like, people are like, oh, that's like plants. I'm like, no, that's not there.
No, that's
like,
us.
Yeah, in WWE, if they yank somebody over the crowd,
that's
especially a big jacked up guy that looks like he has a wrestling.
Oh, like they did to Cesaro a few years ago.
Yeah.
Now you see it as like, wait, isn't that the... Or my personal favorite, what's his name? Braun Strowman in the Rosebud. With that smile, ear to ear, I'm just like, wow, Sam Tully is now a Rosebud.
Yeah. It's just, but I'm like, yeah, like those things like that, I don't, like, we've talked about Snyder, like, just cannot stand Lucha Underground. I'm like,
Snyder's the guy that threw the kid in front of the chocolate rocket, so I'm calling you out on that, Snyder. Sorry. Now we have it on video of this story, and you are never allowed to deny this because it's on YouTube. Sorry.
But it's just, I mean, to me, I'm like, how do you, like, because it just, like, the WWE fans, like, you know, just get excited about the slightest. I mean, I am a WWE fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I grew up on. You know, it's like it took, you know, it was years later, like, you know, when ECW stuff like that came around, that we get, you know, I was older when that stuff came around. You got to see independents more, like Ring of Honor and stuff. But I mean, I am like the kid. I was, you know, what, 10 when Hogan won the belt. You know, we had the little workout set the whole night. I mean, I was the Hulk Hogan.
You mean you didn't walk around and pick up tree logs and lift them?
No, it was not like the Steiner with, like, which, I really, really want to buy that video one of these days, because just the trailer for it just cracks me up so bad. And I mean,
just go around and pick up tree logs and tires, start walking around and lifting them.
Put women on you, and like, I'm like, but it's Steiner, so he gets to do whatever he wants because he's the scariest looking human being alive. Like, but it's just, but I mean, like, WWE fans are like, oh my, you know, like will chant, "This is awesome," every time somebody slaps somebody, apparently. But I'm like, you have, because you remember, you've been watching wrestling long enough to remember, like, Attitude and stuff like that, where when you had mixed tag, you had a mixed tag. Like, and I mean, not just the women. I mean, Bundy killed that little midget guy. And you can, I can say it, back when that match took place, they were called midgets. I know they're a little bit, but it's like, it was called midget wrestling. I'm trying, like, that's some random, but I'm like, but like Bundy came out, he was like, yeah, killed a little kid, but I mean,
oh my gosh.
Like now it's like you have, you know, but then you go over to like Lucha, those women like constantly
wasn't
fight.
she? What is it?
Yeah,
wasn't the
Sexy Star?
Yeah, she was like champion.
Yeah, she was the heavyweight champion. Fought John Morrison in like, I mean,
it was a beautiful match.
Like, I mean, these women like constantly are wrestling men and getting the crap beat out of them. I'm like the girl that was on Tough Enough.
Which one?
Can't remember. Evilise.
Okay.
Yeah, she like same thing. I mean, like, but then you get to WWE and it's like I'm not. You know, I like you know, President Anderson clarify like before I get stones thrown at me. Like, love Sasha Banks. I think she's great and everything.
Needs to be a heel.
But yeah, but it's like, but I'm like, you watch that Hell in a Cell match. Would they take 3 bumps? I mean, it's not both the other 2 Hell in a Cell matches at that pay-per-view blew that match out of the water. But they act like, you know, with Lita crying, those like crocodiles. They're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I was like, I've seen women do better stuff than that. That's not.
Lita has done better stuff
Lita
than
herself.
that.
I'm like was that genuine? Her crying all over the place, and I was like just so mad about that. I was like,
does she not remember, you know, that freaking Herner Karanas moonsault off the top of the ladder into like 3 tables to kill?
I get fed up with the constant, and that's why, like I said, I like the women on SmackDown better, because it's just they wrestle, but they're, you know, like the divas, whatever you want to call them out. But it's like, but it's just, it's an enjoyable. You don't notice when they come out. It's like oh, it's just another wrestler. I don't look at it as, oh, here's a women's match. But on Raw, which is supposed to be this women's revolution, they're constantly in your face about, like, here, look, they're the main event, you know. And again, an NXT, that Bayley Sasha match, beautiful, awesome, deserves every bit of credit that it got. But every time they slap 2 women on, you know, it's not, you know, Hogan Rock, you know, it's just like.
Well, that's the thing, is like, then this past SmackDown, the first 3 matches were women's matches. They weren't bad. I mean, it's, in my opinion, SmackDown is the better wrestling show. Raw is the better story show. Which, if you're an old school wrestling fan that just wants to see people fight, you watch
there you go.
SmackDown. If you want a soap opera for men,
I like how they've managed, even with it being live, they've managed to keep that too.
Yeah.
Because remember, even when it was taped, that was always the thing. Because it was taped, you didn't do storylines on it because you know about it a week ahead of time.
And that's the thing. It made John Cena look like he can actually wrestle. Because, oh my gosh, John Cena can actually wrestle. Then he moves over to Raw with the title. It's like, where did
it's gotten better.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
But you go back, that first match, like I tell people, I'm like, to me, I'd have a bag over my head if I was John Cena. That first match with AJ Styles, where AJ just drug him all. I mean, I have heard people say, oh, so-and-so carried so much. I have never seen a match where somebody just literally carried somebody. And I mean, like I said, they're getting to the point where Cena can work with him a lot better now. But that, you go back and watch that first match, it is awful.
Please do not crucify me, Internet. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker 2. Shawn carried Taker that entire match.
Taker, anybody.
The first match, great. Good story, emotional. You actually could believe that Shawn was going to win. And then that second match, after, you know, Chuck Colombo or Domino or Deuce dropped Undertaker on his head when he tried to, oh, I'm going to jump out of the ring. No, you're 80 years old. You are not jumping out of the ring. But Shawn could do it. But yes, Shawn could do it.
But I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong. As a kid, love The Undertaker.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if I've ever, like, used this for you before, but I'm like, I've said it for like a couple of years now, like, when Taker comes out, do you not feel like it's like Jimmy the King from Ready to Rumble?
Yes.
Like it's this 90-year-old guy still doing this 80s gimmick. I mean, I like the Undertaker. It's kind of like the Brett Favre thing. Like I want to remember the Undertaker. Like, please stop dragging this guy out. Like, he came out in the Royal Rumble, and it's just a big old guy in a bar fight. You know, guts all hanging out. Now he's got the long hair again.
Well, at least he looks better with that longer than a dumb mohawk.
Oh, the mohawk. But you were promised. Remember that end of an era. There, and like, it was just so awful. Like, okay, he's, you know, like say, fight Shawn Michaels. Is Shawn Michaels going to be the guy that ends the streak? Nope. Boom. Taker wins. And they're going to have a rematch next year. Okay. This is Taker's first match at Shawn Michaels. Oh, wait, it's a retirement match? Oh, okay, Shawn's going to lose again. Why are we having this 2 years? Okay, now the next year, Triple H is going to get revenge for Shawn Michaels. Hunter's already fought him and lost. This is Triple H. He can beat Taker. Nope. But now Triple H is going to fight him again.
Which was a good match.
Okay.
I was there live. It was shit. Throw Shawn Michaels in there as special guest referee.
It was a good match, but it's bad storytelling.
Yeah. Oh no.
Because you're fighting Hunter again.
Because that was the end of the era.
In 4 years, he's fought 2 people. The 4th year, he's fighting Hunter, who he's already fought twice.
No, remember, WWE wants you to forget the first time.
But it's like, and Shawn Michaels is the referee.
In a Hell in the Cell.
Like, this is the perfect opportunity. And plus, remember, end of an era, This is the perfect way for Taker to lose that match, to break the streak. It doesn't look bad on anybody. And then they let Taker win again.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, for the
And then they had like the curtain call. Yeah. They had the curtain call. It's like,
Here
awesome. He's done. Cool. Hey, I missed the Ric Flair retirement match. Undertaker, go right into the sunset on your motorcycle with Michelle McCool or whoever the heck he's married to now. Sarah for who. I wonder if DDP's induction is going to mention anything about Sarah. Because I love how everyone sits there is like, oh, he did this. He's like, am I the only one that remembers? He stalked the Undertaker's wife. Does no one remember that?
It's the introduction of DDP.
I am a stalker.
Which I'm glad, by the way, that he's finally getting in the Hall of Fame. You know, considering the fact that he's cleaned up. Like, how many of the Hall of Famers? Like, was that?
Hey, we're gonna get Jake the Snake. Well, what about DDP? Next time. We're gonna get Razor Ramon. What about DDP? Next time.
Like, hey, can you just clean these guys up so like the fans can be like, oh, used to like this guy.
Oh,
and I mean, like, and I always liked DDP, but yeah, like you said, for no other, he gave me like the good Scott Hall at that. Like, I mean, thank DDP Yoda for because I told you, man, like people make fun of him. I cried my eyes out when he was up there, like, you know, good times don't, you know, like, oh my God, man, like
Jake the Snake's like, one more match, no.
Like, fans, stop yelling that crap. And like,
but there are a few. Like, I do want to see one more match with Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle's in shape.
Yeah,
you know, like,
Scott Hall and Jake the Snake are not in shape.
I don't think, you know, he needs to go on like a title run and kill himself. But I mean,
sorry, I side with the whole. Everyone sits there and is like, oh, the worst WrestleMania match of all time, and people always throw out random ones. Like, I'm sorry, the worst one of all time will always be the one where the 2 non-wrestlers took up 40 minutes of WrestleMania. Sorry, Bret Hart should have never stepped in a ring again. Vince McMahon, unless you put him on someone who can work.
And it took so long, it just wouldn't stop.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to bring out the whole Hart family, don't get me wrong. Davy's wife and the whole crowd and Sag.
I think that was like wasn't that the WrestleMania? It was just bad.
Yeah.
Like the one that we watched at your house that we just left and we were like, what happened? The worst, like, Mania ever.
I don't know, I still side with, that was the worst match, but WrestleMania 14 was still pretty bad. 14? Which one was the one the Undertaker won?
13. The one,
yeah, that one
14,
was.
Yeah, 14
is Austin.
Yes. Sean,
yeah, but 13 where Taker beats Sid Vicious for the title. Dude, no, and there was nothing else that happened that
WrestleMania. Nash.
No, Shawn and Nash were 2 years before that.
Okay.
Because it was Shawn and Nash. It was like Shawn and Bret. And remember Bret? Yeah. Okay. Shawn lost his smile.
I was trying to think which one it was that Taker fought Nash at. That was just like, oh my, because the one that because when 14, remember they made that commemorative video, and everybody's breaking character. Like, it was like the first time you really got to see, like, oh, behind the scenes. Like, even Austin's just like his normal character. He's just Steve. And it's like everybody else is just like, oh yeah, you know, that was like I told telling Snyder about it. It's my favorite interview ever because when it was the George Steele, Randy, they're Steele and Savage, and I'm sitting here watching it, and for some reason, Bret Hart's voice comes over doing commentary, and then all of a sudden they pull back and it's George Animal Steel, and he's just like, oh yeah, like George Animal Steel, you know, and you're like, and I know he's not like in real life like eating but you're like, holy shit, this guy's like very well spoken, very, you know,
but he was a professor. Yeah, he's a professor at a major university.
But it was like
he would disappear. Remember the storyline? He would go disappear to go train in the jungle or had to do something. No, he was great papers. But
it was like, but that interview was like my favorite thing because it was like this whole like look behind the curtain.
And it was right after the curtain call too.
And then like right after that, like later on the video, they go to Undertaker, and this jackass is in his big cape with the, you know, like
the
collar, candles everywhere, and he's like, oh yeah, on that night, Kevin Nash couldn't handle the powers of the dark side. I'm like, Mark, shut up. Like everybody else on this video is just breaking character like left and right, like, oh yeah, you know, like this, and nope. Got it. No, I'm really from hell, guys. Just so you,
just in case you forgot.
Can't break that wall down.
In case you forgot. Remember, I'm the one that beat Hulk Hogan for the title.
Remember, like even when, like, you're actually probably the first, like, real, I think, character breaking thing. Like, they always make a big deal of, like, the curtain call thing. But remember, like, when the Warrior came back the first time, and he would do his, remember, the Warrior School, and in the commercials, like, he's got his hat and his hair all pulled back, and it's just like, yeah, come to the Warrior School. You know, like, so
I don't think it was ever like that, but
it was just like, it would, but I mean, just a normal, like, for the Warrior, normal guy.
No,
he wasn't like snorting all over the place with paint all over. Like, I always wanted to go to one of his, like, little
seminars.
Yeah, seminars where, you know,
I don't know, didn't Snyder or Anthony went to one, and it was just like, it was the most intense thing he's ever been to.
Because it had to be. It had to be, like, you just run out in the audience and just start slapping you into it. Like, but I'm like,
12 minutes south from Joker.